Hello everybody, my name is Creon. I'd like to welcome you to my first video on the channel and of this series. I will be playing Timber and Stone for this thing. I've also have other games I'm planning on playing that I will be releasing videos shortly for. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start a new game. Yes, I have been playing this before just so I can get the controls down and everything. Large. Okay, so here's the map. We can pick from anywhere here. I like to pick a place kind of close to the water, that way we can have fishing. No, I want coal to be slightly more common than that, so let's look for an area. That seems good. Let's double check. I do want to make sure that there is some water in there so I can have fishermen, like I said, because they do provide a whole lot of food once they get going. Was not close enough to get water. There we go. See, now it says fish and water coastal. There. Good. That seems like a good area. I like this little area right here. Okay, so let's see who we have. We've got a wood chopper. I'm just going to shorten his name just because that's how I like it. It's also easy to remember everyone. Got a pretty good wood chopper. Copper axe. We have a farmer. One level. Pretty good farming. A carpenter, a builder, a blacksmith, and a miner. I generally like to have a forager to start out with just because they do get food while farming picks up. Oh, and he's a pretty good level forager already, so that's good. For right now, just because I want to keep some of the animals for the new profession that just got added, which is herder, I believe, where he could domesticate animals and get stuff from that. So I'm going to keep all of the boars, chickens, and sheep alive. Just have them collect berries, which would be good enough. Let's go through and see if everyone has a one. Oh, gotta change James's name. Okay. Okay. And let's go. He should. There we go. Good. Okay. Now I am going to dig out a nice area just to start off with. Oh, the miner does not have a pickaxe. Probably help. Give them all tools that they need. Okay. So he's going to dig out this area. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger just because I'm going to need more room than that. For right now, this will be fine. I'm also going to... Let me turn the music down. It is down. Oh yeah, because there's a weird bug in the game where it doesn't keep music from prior. Seriously? The axe broke after one. Okay then. Do we have... We could use a stone axe. Okay. I'm just gonna have him remove some of these trees closer to the area so I have a lot of room to build. But yeah, after that, I'm not going to remove the stumps because they do grow back. Might take a little while, but they do grow back. And if you remove all of them, you're kind of out of luck with wood. So since I'm here waiting a little bit, I want to tell you I found this game because of another YouTuber, Generic B, who probably everybody knows. He, not sure how he was given this game, or how he was alerted to it, but someone told him about it, he started making videos, I really liked it, so I decided to play it. Why you no cut tree? Drop the tree. Okay. He's really insistent on that stump going first. Okay. Sure. Well, for the time being, let's just go ahead and get some farm going. Now, I will admit, I got a toolkit online from the Timber and Stone website. I'll link the website to download or to look at the game later in the description below. And I also did, just because it's easier this way, I did get a toolkit and I did give myself 5 of all the seeds, as you can see. So, yes, I did cheat a little bit, but that's about it. Ooh, we're going to need another pickaxe. And let's do 2. Just in case. Okay. Let's see. Carrot, cotton, wheat, potato, pumpkin. Okay, pumpkin. So now we need turnip. Corn. And flax. I probably should have just staggered them like that instead of one giant line, but oh well. Just gonna clear out the area like I said, give myself some room to start building this little town. You know, it is important to go through and check on all of your characters, just because from time to time stuff does happen. There are enemies. They do spot them, and they do, in the new mechanic that was recently added in 0.9, because this game isn't out from full release yet. On version 0.9, the developer added sleep, where, as you see, they now have fatigue, and if the fatigue gets too high, they go to sleep. And here you can see their schedule. You could tell them do it whenever by themselves when they get too tired, and they'll just sleep until they're well rested. Well rested people generally work twice as fast as not well rested, or you could schedule sleep, tell them to sleep during this time. This might come in a little bit later once the town gets bigger and we have many people doing the same jobs where we could have like shifts going on, like 2 people sleep during at night, 2 people work during the day. But for right now, also because I don't have too many beds, I'm gonna have them do a base by them on themselves. So he's going through. Walter is collecting berries, and you can see how many berries he's collected here in the bottom right, left. Sorry. We got Gwaine. Yes, Gwaine. If that's wrong, it's how I'm going to be pronouncing it from now on, so you can yell at me in the comments if it is wrong. He's going to go ahead and cut down trees. And like I said, I'm only going to be removing the stumps of maybe these couple more here, just to give me enough room to start building. Then I'm going to leave them so that they do grow back and I can get more wood. Reginald is our miner. It's a very fancy name for a miner. He's cleaning out this area just so we can start with a level ground. I'm going to do my best not to just terraform everything. I'm going to try to work with the lay of the land. But there are certain times where I started with this little area and it wasn't enough to start with, so I'm building it out. So he's cutting out this nice area for us to start with. We've got Humphrey, our farmer, who right now he's going to be going pretty slow, but farming does pick up, and farming is very important because there's a lot of different farms. There's corn, turnips, which is all food, pumpkin, food. Wheat is used for herding, I believe, and it's also used in some of the furniture. Like if you come over here to bed, it's used in a bed, which is very important because probably if they sleep longer, or if they sleep in a bed as opposed to just sleeping on the ground, they'll get well rested faster, and it's important, but we're working towards that. Also cloth. We have cotton for cloth, carrots, and flax. Flax is very important because it can be turned into rope, and rope is used in a lot of different things. Just gonna have them come back here and take out these stumps. So I do have a nice area cleaned out. That one was a thing because I think there was a tree there before. Okay, very good. And I picked this area because it's close to the water so that once I do get some more people in, I can get fishermen going. And they wouldn't have to be too far from the main village. Let's see, can I do roads yet? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can. Okay, so roads basically just tell the workers where's a good place to walk, where can they walk, and helps organize some things. So I'm just going to make a little road circling what's going to be what I'm going to work for as the center of the town. It's the campfire right here. As you can see, roads goes around it. Remove that stump, and then I think I'm just gonna have him remove that tree, and that'll be all the trees that I take care of. Yeah. And I will move the farms to a better location a little bit later. I just wanted to get them up and going right now. So he has something to do. He does get level experience for it. And so that I do get the food coming in, because food's pretty important in this game. You do get more more units based on food. I think the first migrant, they're called migrants when they come in. I think the first migrant is around 250 food. Oh, come over here. Cut down this tree, please. And now he should cut down that tree. There. You do get migrants periodically. The first one I get is, I think, around 250 food. So we've got a good ways to go. I've got it tracked up here. just so I can see. There. If you caught that, we just dropped basically all of our food because the time came from an eat, and those that were hungry ate, and now we're back down to 16 food. But I do have 2 people collecting food. Humphrey, who's the farmer, he's struggling to get food, and it does take a little while to get up and going, and with 1 farmer it does get slow, but it does speed up. Once he gets every level, I think they work 10% faster and use less and have a chance to lose the resources less. So he's going away, and it will take a little while, and as I get more and more people, I will make more of them become farmers. As you see, Reginald just became a miner, a level 5 miner, so he's going, and he's got a fair amount to dig. But right now my main food is coming from Walter, collecting all of these berries. So he is a level 3 forager. Foragers can collect resources from berries, chickens, boars, sheep. He can kill them, collect their resources. They can also collect resources from enemies that are killed later on in the game, as you'll see, or maybe even later in this episode when it comes night. Nighttime brings more enemies. So far I've seen goblins, skeletons, spiders, and a wolf pack. You can kill them. The forager does kill them if they get in his bow range, or he does see them. You could have him cancel what he's doing, and he will do his best to kill them. I think he could kill everything. I haven't seen him kill a goblin yet, so hopefully we won't have to deal with that until later. But they do attempt to kill them. Now, the higher they are, the more likely chance they will kill them, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Let me have him come back and just remove this stump. Come on. There we go. Oh, the pickaxe is broken. Give it a second, take a new one, and we still have 1 more in this backup. You generally want some tools as backup just because in case you do end up, because a lot of people do use the same tools like carpenters, blacksmiths, builders, mason, let me see. Carpenters, blacksmith, engineers, builders, no, not farmers, and stonemasons all use hammers. So hammers get used up pretty quickly. And they're each holding 1 hammer now, and I have 1 in backup. Farmers use hoes. Oh, here we go. See? He got tired, so he's going to sleep. This is why it's good to jump to different characters from time to time, because I'm not certain that they can spot enemies when they're asleep, just because it would make sense. So you want to... I'm not so worried about him just because there's other people around him, but if he were just to lie down, like he's probably getting pretty tired. If he were to lie down relatively soon, someone might just be able to come up and kill him relatively easily. So we don't want that. So I'm gonna jump around time to time, just to check on everybody. So as you see, his stone axe broke. So I'm just gonna build another one. He has 1 from the one I had ready. So, and what you do to build basically anything is you come here to resources, it brings open this menu, and it breaks it down into raw materials, which is seed, dirt, coal, logs, food, everything, building stuff you use to build with, crafting. Like once we get our mine set up, we can start mining all of this stuff and turn it into different crafting materials. Like you use this, you can make tools with it, you can make armor, tools. This is where you come to make all the tools. You just click on it, add as many as you want to queue, it'll show up here. I want to show you one thing. If you come here and add this, grayed out items means you're missing either the requirement, the resources, the workshop, the whatever required workshop, or the unit that can make it. Right now, I'm missing all of the above, except for wood logs. I mean, I don't have a blacksmith, I don't have a forge and anvil set up yet, just because I just started. I do have wood logs, but they're easy to get, and I don't have any steel. Steel's later, so if it's grayed up here, it means you're missing some sort of resource. is not good. So, and to remove it, just click on it. You move it to the top, move it down, and the priority. Generally, they work from top down. So if you want something done first, just click here, move up, move down, whatever. And to remove it is just remove from queue, and it's gone. But the thing is, if I were to leave that steel hammer there, it would stay in the queue until I had all of the required resources. So I could just put 20 steel hammers in, and once I get the required resources, they're just gonna go. It's gonna just go to town and build them. But since it's gonna be a little while before I get to steel, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Clean out that little area. So still scares me. I'm not used to it yet, and I was like, oh god, what happened to my farmer? So he's going to town, he's sleeping. Oh, and so is my miner. He got too tired, and his pickaxe broke, so I guess to him it was a pretty good time to go to sleep. So now I know I'm going to need a pickaxe, so I'm just going to queue one up. And as you see here, the basic materials, stone, can be crafted by just about anybody. So I do have a carpenter, because in the very beginning it's good to have a carpenter. And you don't need any table, you don't need anything, just queue it up and... Oh, I don't have any stone. Okay, so that might be a problem. I'm just gonna have him